Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most embarrassing own goals in sports history.
Letestu wide, steps into a shot, big rebound! Patrick Laine put it in his own net.
Scorpion kick saves and scorpion kick goals, but have you ever seen a reverse scorpion kick own goal that flies into the top corner before?
Overplay, Shannon Brown, and put in by Matt Barnes.
For this list, we're looking at own goals from a number of sports that had opposing fans laughing and the culprits cringing. Which own goal made your jaw drop or had you dying of laughter? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Steve Smith. Although there have been several memorable moments during the historic rivalry between the Calgary Flames and Edmonton Oilers, none is more bizarre than this. Tied at 2 during Game 7 of the 1986 Smythe Finals, the underdog Flames took the lead in a way no one expected. While trying to clear the puck, defenseman Steve Smith would inadvertently put it in his own net.
Oh, they score! Oh, Steve Smith, in attempting to get it out of his own zone, put it in the net!
Unfortunately, this goal would cost the Oilers the game, as they went on to lose to the Flames 3-2. Luckily for Smith, he would have his opportunity to hoist the Stanley Cup the following year. Talk about things coming full circle. Number 9. Omar Ashek. During an NBA game between the Houston Rockets and the Toronto Raptors, Rocket center Omar Ashek accidentally and hilariously tipped the basketball into his own bucket.
On the inside for 2.
What makes this own goal particularly embarrassing is the fact that Ashek's misstep easily could have been avoided. Typically, when a basketball player puts the ball in their own net, it's because they're under pressure and are simply trying to get the ball out of harm's way. Ashek clearly had time to make a safe play, but instead chose to awkwardly give the Raptors a freebie. Smooth move, buddy. Number 8. Jordan Staal. During a 2013 NHL game between the Carolina Hurricanes and the New Jersey Devils, the Hurricanes found themselves on the right side of a delayed penalty. As is typically the case in these situations, the Carolina goaltender headed to the bench so an extra attacker could join the play. Unfortunately, it was at this exact moment that Carolina forward Jordan Staal attempted to play the puck back to his defenseman.
And a penalty coming up against New Jersey. As this
Left in the
deflects
net,
back,
gonna be a
could
goal.
this go in? Yes!
With nobody guarding the crease, the puck sailed from one end of the rink to the other and into the back of the Carolina net.
And this crowd is stunned at PNC Arena.
Interestingly enough, the goal was awarded to Devils goalkeeper Martin Brodeur, who currently holds the record for most goals by an NHL goaltender with 3. Number 7. Dan Boyle. If there's one thing that makes an own goal worse, it's when it happens during a playoff game. Such was the case for defenseman Dan Boyle during Game 3 of the opening round of the 2010 NHL playoffs. With Boyle's Sharks locked in a 0-0 tie with the Colorado Avalanche after 3 periods of play, the game headed to overtime. It was here that Boyle would attempt to rim the puck around the boards, only to watch in agony as it found its way into the back of the net.
Murray will put it in the corner. They scored! And the Avalanche have won! In overtime they lead the series 2-1!
An unassuming play, goaltender Evgeny Nabokov didn't even realize what had happened until it was too late. Thankfully for Boyle, the Sharks would ultimately win the series in 6 games.
And I know this has been a really interesting and long series for you. Game 3, very tough here in Colorado. You said you wouldn't get over it until the series is over. I'm sure you're happy this one's done with.
Yeah, I put it aside. I didn't necessarily put it behind me, but now I can officially turn the page.
Number 6. Peter Ankleman. During a 2002 match between Aston Villa and Birmingham City, Villa defender Olaf Melberg set a harmless-looking throw-in back to his goaltender Peter Ankleman. Unfortunately, Ankleman misjudged the pass, as he would slightly make contact with the ball with his foot before it rolled into the net.
Oh, it's a disaster! It's gone in off Ankleman!
Amazingly, if he hadn't touched the ball, the play would have simply resulted in a corner kick for the other team.
Look at this. Just didn't even take his eye off it, really. Just a lack of concentration. And you see keepers do that quite a bit, but rarely does it end up in the net.
Instead, the stadium erupted into a chorus of jeers, with some fans hopping on the field to mock Ankleman to his face. Yikes, talk about rubbing salt in the wound. Number 5. Lee Dixon. In football or soccer, it's not uncommon for players to regularly play the ball back to their goalkeeper. However, during a 1991 match between Arsenal and Coventry, Arsenal right back Lee Dixon put a little too much mustard on his pass and was forced to watch as it sailed over his keeper's head and into the back of the net. Dixon's reaction after he commits the costly error is priceless, and the unmistakable feeling of knowing you just screwed up must have stuck with him for a while after this one.
It's a beautiful, beautiful finish. An own goal in a class of its own.
Number 4, Marc Bergevin.
Suter into the zone. Centering pass, gloved out of midair by Bergevin. How long did he have that puck in his glove? Now the puck's in the net. The puck is in the net.
Nowadays, most people know Marc Bergevin as the general manager of the Montreal Canadiens. However, back in 2000, he was just another NHL defenseman playing for the St. Louis Blues. During a first-round playoff series against the San Jose Sharks, Bergevin intercepted a pass with his hand and attempted to throw it into the corner. With the puck nowhere to be found, the players temporarily skated around in confusion. However, the puck was quickly discovered, in the back of the Blues net.
But the question is, how did it get there? There's Bergevin. That's where I thought he had it. Oh, he did.
He did. He threw it right in his own goal.
He threw it in his own net.
In his haste, Bergevin had inadvertently scored on his own team. As if that wasn't bad enough, the Sharks would go on to win the game, and eventually the series.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Wow.
Number 3, James Young. What makes an own goal truly ironic is the fact that it's always done with good intentions. Take James Young, for example. During a college basketball game between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Montevallo Falcons, Young was just trying to keep the ball from going out of bounds, and he uses every ounce of his athleticism to make it happen. There was just one problem. When he tossed the ball back into play, it took an unexpected trajectory, something which here means he threw it directly into his own basket.
And what a save by Young! He threw it in the basket.
It would have been a beautiful play had it occurred at the other end of the court. Number 2, Gareth Bale. With only 20 minutes remaining in their match against Liverpool and up by a score of 2-0, the Tottenham Hotspurs were feeling confident as they set up to defend a corner kick. However, when Hotspur winger Aaron Lennon attempted to clear the ball off of his own goal line, it struck teammate Gareth Bale directly in the face before rebounding into their net.
Shelby's corner. Headed towards goal and in! Off the face, I think, of Gareth Bale, and it's game on at the lane.
As if that wasn't bad enough, the shot managed to knock Bale to the ground, which must have caused Liverpool fans to burst into fits of laughter. However, it was Bale who would get the last laugh, as the Hotspurs managed to hold on for a 2-1 victory.
All about Gareth Bale here at both ends. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Liverpool 1.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honourable mentions. Laura Bassett.
With just 1 minute left of injury time, came an own goal from Lioness Laura Bassett. Moments later, it was all over.
Jamie Pollock.
Rangers getting forward with David Bardsley down the right, a hopeful ball in by him. Should be cut out by Pollock, and was quite comfortably, but the header has gone over his own goalkeeper and into the net. Oh dear! In a match of such importance which could see Manchester City relegated, Jamie Pollock has scored an inexplicable own goal.
Chris Phillips.
I think with the lack of stoppages here in this second... Oh, it's lost by Phillips and into the net! My goodness!
Tony Popovich.
Steve Stone with a chance to cross. Flick goalwards, it's an own goal from Popovich. An own goal that might just see off Crystal Palace's hopes for the afternoon.
Luke Walton.
But if he's not going to do that, he can throw up individual numbers, but the team is going to be struggling. Oh, the ball's chipped in. That is unbelievable. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Chris Brass. During a 2006 match between Barrie and Darlington, Barrie defender Chris Brass tried to clear the ball over his head with an ill-advised front kick. Incredibly, the ball smacked him in his face before redirecting itself into the back of the net. We can only imagine the humiliation that Brass must have felt after accidentally using his face to give the other team a free goal. While Barrie would ultimately win the game, Brass was forced to head home with a bruised nose and a seriously battered ego.
We're hoping to push their playoff claim. A freakish own goal from Chris Brass got them going. Ronaldinho, watch and learn.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.